Hello, beautiful seekers. This is a timeless reading. And if you've clicked on this video, it's this very moment. It's divine timing. This message is meant for you right here and right now. So let's dive into what spirit guides and higher self wants you to reveal to you. So let's go for it. And we've got the Six of Swords. Okay, so with this card, it definitely signifies transition. Spirit is showing me that you've been through a lot. And on this journey, it hasn't been an easy one. There have been quite a lot of sacrifices that needed to have made. Sorry for my English, that you've made or needed to have made. And you knew that it had to be done. And that's what I'm picking up. You had to do this. It was part of the journey that you've had to kind of go through, and you've let go of a lot of things, and you've had to leave. It's like you're leaving, you're departing, and you've made these sacrifices, but you knew that it had to be done. So with the Six of Swords, it kind of depicts you moving away from stormy times, from troubled past. You're carrying a weight of old wounds and you feel very burdened. But there's a shift happening now. You're leaving behind the turmoil and you're moving towards calmer waters. Your higher self wants you to know and acknowledges the inner strength that it took to make the decisions to walk away for the greater good. There was this thing that you had to do, things that you had to do, and it really had an impact on the greater good, on the greatest people around you. And with the swords, right, in the boat, it represents the lessons and the wisdom you've gained along the way. They are not your burdens anymore, but merely just tools for growth. And Spirit says you're no longer defined by your past. You're now transitioning to something greater. And it's like, I almost feel like it's your spirit guide pushing the boat there, and you're sitting there and there's this greater force behind you that's moving you and transitioning you to something greater and something more peaceful. And I feel like that's what you've kind of been yearning, although you've gone through all this like troublesome time, turbulence, really rough waters. So I'm going to pull out the next card. So let's see what is next in your reading. And we've got the Devil card. Okay, so with this card, it's a very powerful card, but it can be often very intimidating. So when we speak with related to the chains, it kind of speaks to the chains of self-imposed limitations. So you may have had like a fixed mindset, or you may have been overthinking a lot about some of the decisions that you've been making, and especially coming from some of the sacrifices that you've had to make. So Spirit is definitely coming through, and it's sort of saying to you, and it's like your higher self sort of saying, this is the block you've been facing, sort of your limiting beliefs. Yes, you've sacrificed so much, which has had an actual beautiful impact on the people around you. But sometimes these sacrifices have also kept you bound, whether it's fear or like the fear of failure or negative self-talk, negative thought patterns that have held you sort of captive in this space, making you feel like you're shackled down. You have had ideas about the world around you because of what you've experienced. You are definitely a person. What I'm picking up, you're definitely a person who either it's like a career that you're in, or you're like charity work, or I don't want to get too detailed, like social worker, but you're definitely a person who works with people and you're doing work for people and you're helping people. And that has led you to see quite a lot and has shaped the way that you experience the world. The devil is here to remind you that these chains can be broken. Your spirit guides are telling you to look deeply. What is still holding you back? It's a time to release those shackles. It's a time to step into the light of breaking free from the shadows that follow you, so that you can give back and help people. Don't let their circumstances shackle you. Remember, you are powerful, and that your fears that attempt to bind you, don't let that be how you sort of navigate the world. Yeah, definitely something that you're powerful. It's like that reminder, take the shackles off. You don't let your own self and the experiences hold you down. So let's get the third card out. And we've got the Nine of Swords, sort of reconfirming those thought patterns, that stuck mindset. This is revealing just the depth of your struggle, really. And I see and sense a lot of anxiety. I can even feel it in my chest. I can feel it in my chest. It's like a lot of anxiety, a lot of sleepless nights, and like this, like hauntings of like all past wounds resurfacing again and again. And Spirit knows the emotional and mental toll this has taken on you. There's been a lot of suffering, but it's important to realize this is all part of the spiritual awakening, the dark night of the soul, as many light workers sort of would call it. But it's not an easy process, but it's necessary, is what I'm feeling. It's like you've got to go through this, because as you move through it, there's this ability to understand the suffering around you and to navigate it with this newfound compassion. So you have to kind of go through that. Spirit says the worry and the fear that that has been plaguing you is not here to stay. This card also asks you to confront the shadow, to embrace it, in fact, and to see them as illusions, to see all the stuff as illusions. You're not alone. Your spirit guides, your higher self, they all are there helping you transmute this pain into wisdom and healing. Absolutely beautiful. So I'm going to get the fourth card out. Yeah, absolutely. There you go. The Strength card. You have been through so much. And with the Strength card, it isn't just physical endurance. It's about emotional and spiritual endurance and resilience. Look at what you've done. Look at what you've overcome. So if you look closely, there's the figure in the card that tames the lion. And it's not through force, but it's through compassion, and it's through inner power. And this is the energy that you're stepping into right now. Spirit says that you've been, yes, you've made all these sacrifices, you've endured the hardship, and now you are emerging as the embodied divine strength. You know what I mean? And you're stepping into the power, and there's nothing that is going to hold you back. So I'd like to get a little bit more clarity with the cards. And so let's dive deeper. We're going to pull from the High Priestess of the Light Oracle, or the High Priestess of Light Oracle rather. And right here we've got the River of Blessings, releasing constraints. Look at that. Look at that there. So the first card that we've pulled here is the River of Blessings. It's the releasing of constraints. This card is telling you that you, as you release the blocks from the Devil card and the Nine of Swords, you are opening yourself up to a river of blessings. Like, I'm like seeing this gushing river coming through because you're releasing, and Spirit is guiding you to release any restraints that has been holding you back, that has been holding you in a state of fear, in a state of scarcity. The river flows freely. The river flows freely, and so should you. Embody that river. You know, when it flows over the rocks, it flows through any blockages. It just flows, you know what I mean? So flow freely. That's what you need to be doing. And it's time for you to step into that flow of abundance and blessings. They're waiting for you on the other side as you go through all this healing. Very beautiful. I'm going to pull from there again, and you see what I'm saying? It says your harvest. Gathering of blessings. This card is definitely a confirmation that you've been working and doing a lot of sacrifices that you've made, and you are leading yeah, you're leading to a time of harvest. Spirit wants you to know that you have persevered, and through the perseverance, through the dedication, that you are about to bear the fruit. All the seed you've been planting, all the love and the light you've been giving, it's all coming back to you now. You are stepping into a period of receiving, where your manifestations are coming to life. Trust everything is aligning for you, for your highest good. So I do feel kind of pulled to pull from another oracle. I just want like additional confirmation, additional messages from your higher self. So I'm going to pull from this deck here. It is from the Light Seekers, Keepers of Light Oracle deck rather. And I want to see what message is going to come through for you. And because I do feel like you are a light worker, and even if you don't know it, yeah, you kind of are like a light worker. So I do want to pull from this deck here to get an additional message for you. Okay, beautiful. Right, let's see what is there for you. Interesting. We've got Lady Portia. Lady Portia, divine order. Do what you feel is right. An important lesson is unfolding. You're definitely a light worker. With the purple coming through, it's like you are definitely doing a lot of work for people, even if it's like you don't even realize what work it is that you're doing. You're doing a lot of work. So the message here is almost simple but really profound. Do what you feel is right. An important message is unfolding for you. And with Lady Portia, she's here to remind you that everything is happening as it should. Spirit says, don't rush the process. Trust that divine order is at play in your life right now. And every step is taking and leading you closer to your truth, to your power, to your purpose. You've made so many sacrifices, and it's led to so much good around you. Spirit wants you to know that that you are stepping into your power. You've faced the shadow, you've had you've faced the fears, or you're facing your fears, and you've had those sleepless nights, but now you're emerging with strength, with wisdom, with grace, with compassion. Your spirit guides are supporting you. And there's this river of blessings flowing your way. Trust in divine order. There's nothing wrong or that you've done on the path, on the journey that you've been on. Everything has unfolded the way that it's needed to be unfolded. You are exactly where you need to be. Thank you so much. If this message has resonated with you, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Feel free to leave a comment and connect with the Sacred Source community of fellow seekers and light workers. Don't forget to subscribe for more divine messages and spirit guidance, sending you all the love and light. Mwah! Thank you.